Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining the Student World Talks. It's a new live session, a new opportunity for you guys to accomplish your goals. My name is Lean, and today I will be the host for this episode. Some of you guys might know me or might remember me from other episodes if you have watched us before. I really highly recommend that you guys check out our previous episodes because those were amazing too. But after this one is done, because this one is also going to be very unique. So please, guys, stick up to the end of the episode. Keep asking questions and always engage with us. But before introducing this episode, I want to know more about you guys. So if you can, just comment in the comment section. Just tell me where are you watching us from, and just your names, just so I can say hello, so we can make it more casual and more fun. Because this is really what it is. It's a very casual live session where we talk together, we engage, and we, of course, bring representative from amazing institutions from all over the world to tell us more about their programs and the opportunities that they offer for international students. So I can already see here there are a lot of people watching and commenting, which I really appreciate because I love engaging with you guys. But I want to see more comments. I want to see more people, more countries. Where are you watching us from? And maybe tell me if this is your first time watching or this is your second time, just because I do see a couple of familiar names. So, hi, Victoria from Armenia. Hi, Patricia from Brazil. Hi, Duke from Kenya. Hi, Bernardo from Bolivia. Hi, Juampi from Argentina. Hi from Russia. And hello from Algeria. Hello, Adrian from Romania. A lot of people. I am originally from Syria, but I came to Canada to study abroad. I wanted to pursue a degree abroad as well, and Canada was my number one option. And I've always wanted to come here, so I did that. I accomplished my dreams by coming here to Canada and studying, and I really hope that you guys do that as well. I really want to congratulate you for being here in the first place, for looking out there, for researching, and always looking for information to study abroad. This is what I also did when I wanted to study abroad. I joined live sessions like that. I researched on Google just so I can know what are the options out there. So good job that you guys are doing that as well. So hello, Sunny from Nigeria. Hello, Shamal from Bangladesh. There's a lot of you, and I really wish I can say hello to all of you. But don't worry, I'm still going to engage with you throughout the live, just like how you commented your names. I want you guys to do that throughout the live and ask your questions to the representative that will be joining us today. So I also want to remind you to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of our content and if you want to benefit from the study abroad information and knowledge that you're going to gain. So finally, I will be talking now about today's episode. So for today, we're going to have a community college in Canada that has over 21,000 students from over 114 different countries. It has been named one of Alberta's top employers. And 92% of the graduates find employment right after their studies at Norquest. One of the most amazing things about it are the student services and the support offered. But not only that, the unique programs offered, such as the English as a second language, academic upgrading, and work relevant programs, and so much more. These are what really make it unique. And we're going to know more about Norquest College. Let's watch this video to know even more information about it.
No matter where you are, you will always have a place at Norquest College. Norquest College is a vibrant, inclusive, and diverse learning environment that transforms lives and strengthens communities. We are dedicated to making sure you can continue to get the workforce-ready education you expect. We are here to support you wherever and however you may be learning. Norquest instructors, faculty, and staff all share a commitment to making sure your success is at the core of everything we do. At Norquest, you'll acquire career-ready training in an environment that is truly welcoming, accommodating, supportive, and inclusive. Norquest is your community college, a place of inclusion and a place of impact. Let me be the first to say, welcome to Norquest.
That was great. And now it's finally time to bring our lovely guest for today on stage so we can start our amazing conversation. Hello.
Hi, Eileen. Hi, how are you? And good
Good. Thank
morning
you
to
so much.
everyone here from Edmonton. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here and joining. Um, I just want to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself. You can tell us who you are and what do you do for Norquest College.
Yeah. So my name is Sorab. I'm the manager for international recruitment and student services here at Norquest College. So Norquest College is one of the publicly funded community college, as was mentioned by you. And then we are located in the city of Edmonton. And our campus is located in the downtown Edmonton. So maybe for a lot of you, you don't know where Edmonton is. So Edmonton is the capital city of the province of Alberta, and Alberta is one of the western provinces in Canada. So Edmonton is a relatively big city because in Canada we have only six big cities which have more than 1 million population, and Edmonton is one of them. And Edmonton has roughly 1.5 million people. So from a Canadian standard, it's a big city and it's the capital city of the province of Alberta.
That sounds really interesting. Thank you for that. So I always like by starting to ask about the unique qualities. So can you tell us some of the unique qualities about Norquest College?
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably touch on the community college education and then I'll focus on Northwest. So in Canada, we have in our post-secondary sector universities and colleges. So college education is very much focused on practical learning and also offering those programs which match the local labor market. So we offer programs in Northwest College after graduating from which students can find job in Edmonton. So we match our program based on what are in demand in our local market. So that's the whole concept of community college. And also the college education is more focused on applied learning. So pretty much all our programs have practical. So it's a very applied learning. So students not only just get theoretical knowledge, they get placed in different companies, they get some work experience, they get skills, they network with the employers. So there's a lot of heavy applied learning component. So at Northwest, we do both, I would say, very well. We only offer those programs where students can find job within the local market. So that's one. So we offer mainly, in short, I can say, in-demand programs based on our local market. And also each and every programs have applied learning. We have a lot of programs in health, like nursing, pharmacy, interdisciplinary therapy, recreation therapy, and we have clinical placements in each and every program. So students are working with one of the best employers in Alberta, like Alberta Health Services, Covenant Health. Then we have community study programs where students also have work placement, field placement, community service learning. So they're working with all different organizations and they're getting practical training. And also we have business program, we have which have paid internship. We have environmental science program, which also have paid internship. So there's a lot of, and even technology programs. So all these programs help students to prepare for job ready skills. And we also have ESL programs for those students who don't meet our English language requirements. So we have foundation programs even for those students who need a little bit help to get into the English level to get into our program. So we have a very large variety of programs that we have.
Hmm. Yeah, this sounds really interesting for the students. And actually, my next question was like, what is a community college or what is a college? But you explained that really well for the students because universities are usually like more known. But now they know like a community college is very practical and all of that, which is really amazing. So you did mention that there are a lot of programs offered. So my next question is, what are the popular majors offered at Norquest College?
Yeah, so we are known for a few programs all across Canada. So we have one of the largest nursing program in the whole of Canada as compared to any college out there. We also have Canada's largest healthcare aid program. We also have Canada's largest pharmacy program. Then we also have very unique programs which are unique to our economy because Alberta is also called the energy province. So Canada produces 80% of Canada's oil and 60% of natural gas. So it's a very resource based economy. So we have very unique programs like energy management for any students who want to work as project manager, energy consultant, energy auditors in oil and gas industry. Then we have environmental protection technology program, which is very popular. And also lately in Edmonton, Alberta, there are a lot of jobs coming up in artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, data mining. So we have a program focused on that. And then, of course, there is a program on business because that's a program a lot of students like. So we have very high demand specialization. There's a lot of demand in accounting, finance, human resource is a very in demand here, and then also management. And there's number of programs like early learning and child care. I will mention child and youth care. We also have a lot of allied health programs like mental health, addiction recovery, disability studies. So there's a long list. I can probably go on and on. And there are a lot of programs out there which we have, and we also have professional certificate programs which are a little different. They are more based on if a student is looking for a designation. Like for example, we have a business analysis program, so students graduate from it and they can become a business analyst. That program have guaranteed 3 months paid internship. So any student going into that program will get a 3 months paid internship. And in Alberta, we have the second highest minimum wage in Canada, $15 an hour. So students earn between $15 to $18. So they can earn roughly between $6,000 to $7,000 in the program. So they're earning, they're getting practical training, they're getting networking with the employers, and they're getting the designation. So they got everything they need pretty much from the program. So they get the head start they're looking for in their career. And again, just to add up, I think your previous question, I think college education is very much focused on head start, on upskilling, reskilling students, and students who want to get into the labor market in the shortest amount of time. So our programs are 1 year and 2 years. So you study 1 and 2 years and you get back into the labor market. That's the whole focus of the program.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for listing the amazing options of programs as well. Because also, we had a question here at the beginning from Sunny um, about a nursing course, but you already mentioned that Norquest has one of the largest nursing programs in Canada, which is great. There's another question about from Bernardo asking if there is a program for robotics at Norquest.
No, we don't have program in robotics. I think the closest we come will be probably machine learning, artificial intelligence, because that's probably something is required. But no, it's not focused on robotic. It's mainly focused on artificial intelligence.
Mhm. And actually, there's more than one question about the nursing program. So perhaps you want to tell us more about the nursing program at Norquest and why is it very important and known within Canada?
Yeah, so practical nursing is a program. So I think the first thing is it all depends on demand. So if you go and Google the top in demand occupations in Alberta, you'll find nursing on the top. So that's of course I think demand drives this pretty much the supply. So why students are applying? Because there's a lot of demand. In Alberta, we also have the largest employer in Alberta is Alberta Health Services. So Alberta Health Services hire a lot of nurses all around the year. I think that's one. The other thing I would say in terms of our programming, our program is one of the oldest program in the province, and it's a program we are very well working together with the province. So a lot of the employers, big employers in the nursing field, come to us. So we have very good connection with the employers as well. So this program, I'll focus on the program. So this program is called Practical Nursing Diploma. So it's a 2-year diploma programs that we offer. And this program, once student completes, they have to write an exam and then they can work as LPN. It's called Licensed Practical Nurse. So the nursing license in Canada is provincial in nature. So you have to write the exam to able to practice in Alberta province. So once after that, if you move to another province, then you can move your license. You don't have to write the exam again. You just can transfer your license if you get into it. And a lot of people move to Alberta also for nursing professions because there are a lot of jobs as well in the. And we are going to introduce a new program in nursing that's going to be called Practical Nursing for Internationally Educated Nurses, which is for mainly students who have done Bachelor of Nursing from overseas. So that's the program. It's a very big program, so it's been very popular program here at Northwest.
That's great. Thank you for that. We have a question here about the machine learning programs. So NDHR is asking, what are the prerequisites for the machine learning program?
Yeah. So the prerequisites for that program, there are two. One is the English language requirement. So for English language requirement, we accept Duolingo, we accept IELTS, TOEFL. So we are looking for 115 score in Duolingo, and IELTS score of 6.5 with no band less than 6. In terms of the academic requirement, what we are mainly looking is a high school level English and math. So mainly that core courses in 65% or above. And if a student has that both requirement, they can enter the program. If they don't need our English language requirement or they don't need the academic requirement, we have a bridging program through which they can do that bridging part, and then they can enter the program as well.
Mhm. Great. And we're going to talk more about the admission requirements and the admission process. But now I think maybe we can talk more about the programs themselves because as I was researching, also Norquest offers really unique workforce relevant programs. Can you list some of these ones and just tell the students what is it that is unique about them?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, yeah, the applied learning is very important component of all our programs. So pretty much all our health programs, I'll say. So if you go on our website at northwest.ca, you can see all the health programs we have. You can see all the community study programs, business, environmental science, technology program. Pretty much all the programs have work integrated learning. So work integrated learning in simpler language means that you have an applied learning. You'll be going out of your classroom. We even have a dedicated department for it, which will find the placement for the students. So students will be placed in a practicum site. You'll go and acquire some experience, and that is what we call workforce ready programming, because that programs really help students to get integrated into the workforce. And our employment rate for our students have been roughly around 95%. And it's mainly the contributors that we offer in demand programs, applied learning. So that has been the main contributor of that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And what about you mentioned before that you offer you offer English as a second language programs as well. So can you just tell us more about that and even like why are they beneficial for international students?
Yeah, so again, I think we also, the Northwest College has also Alberta's largest English language program as well. So there are a lot of new immigrants, not only just international student. Edmonton and Alberta and Canada gets a lot of new immigrants. So recently we got a lot of new immigrants from different countries. So they come to us for language training. So we provide language training from a very lower level to a high level. So for international student, we give English language ESL training, what we say from an IELTS level 4 to an IELTS level 7, between that range. So students can come to us who has an intermediate English and they can go through that ESL program. And it's a very competency based program. We focus on their reading skills, their writing skills, their speaking skills, their listening skills. And also, we teach in those programs some student success skills that are important for the students. So those programs we have, and again, there are two ways to do ESL program. One is student can go directly into the ESL program, do that, and progress, and then enter into the program. The other way is they can apply to the bridging program if their objective is to get into one of our programs. So through the bridging program, they can get a combined offer letter. So that's more like a pathway. You do ESL and then you want to enter into the program. So we will hold a spot for them into the target program. So there are various ways that they can get into our ESL program. And again, our ESL program, as I mentioned before, it's very competency based, and it is very much focused on the students improving their English level before they get into the program, so they can get that confidence which they need to be successful in our programs.
Yeah, that's an amazing opportunity for them. Thank you for that. So I also saw something called an academic upgrading program. So what are those exactly?
Yeah, so academic upgrading programs are mainly high school courses that students can do. So again, a lot of times students do it for mainly reasons. So for example, I'm going to take an example. If a student applies to a nursing program, and we need English, maths, and biology in it. But somehow a student does not have the higher biology marks. They don't meet our admission requirement. So in that case, they have a choice to write an online exam of biology. If they don't pass that, then they can do a biology course through our academic upgrading. Now, we are one of the very few schools which offer online academic upgrading. So a student from their home country can do the academic upgrading online. They can study the whole biology course while sitting in their own country. And once they complete that course, then they can apply to the program to get into that program.
Mhm.
So we have courses from grade 10, 11, and 12, and we offer courses like English, maths, biology, chemistry. So all those high school courses, core courses that students need in order to get into some of our programs.
Okay, yeah, that's really interesting because there was also a question from Huampi asking if the college has high school level programs, and I think that answered the questions. So yes, Huampi, they do have uh, high school level programs at Norquist College, which is really a great opportunity for you guys. So the next question would be, do any of the programs have a co-op component?
Yeah, pretty much all our programs have co-op. So that's the nature of the college programs. So all our programs have co-op. I think what we divide our co-op is some programs have mandatory co-op, like in health community studies, so which means students cannot graduate until they do those co-op. And in some of our programs we have optional co-op, which means it's up to the student's choice whether they want to do it or not. But we recommend every international student to do co-op because the international students have no Canadian experience. That is something they're lacking a lot. And that's the only opportunity to get some Canadian experience is through co-op.
Yeah, that's really great. And can students transfer to a university after studying at Northwest College?
Yeah, so in a lot of our programs, they can transfer. And in Alberta, we have Alberta Transfer Guide, in which it's listed which programs, how many courses can be transferred to various universities. So yes, a lot of our students do upgrade later on into a bachelor's degree, and then yes, that options are available. But again, it depends on program to program level.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So, guys, keep your questions coming about programs, about anything you need to know about Norquist College. And as you do that, actually, yeah, here's a question from Edine Nee. So they're asking, do you have any age limit for your practical nurse program?
No, we don't have. There is a minimum age limit. So minimum age is 18, but there is no maximum age limit. And the reason why we have a minimum age limit is, as I mentioned, all our programs have practicum, and the age of major here is 18. Below 18, you are a minor. So you cannot go to a practicum site if you're a minor. So you have to be 18 or above.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. So now I just want to ask some questions about the employment in Canada and all of that. I know that you mentioned that students can work part-time while studying. Can you tell the students just more about that? Like how long can they work and what are some of the jobs that they can work in?
Yeah, definitely. So I think overall in Canada, if any international student is coming, they can work part time while they're studying, but they have to be studying in a certificate or a diploma program. If they are studying an ESL program, then in Canada you can only find work on campus. You cannot work off campus. But if you're in a certificate diploma program, yes, you can work 20 hours a week while you are studying. And in a lot of our programs, we do have scheduled breaks that happens for 4 months. In that scheduled break, students can definitely, work full time. And once they complete any of our programs that we offer, they can also be eligible to get a post graduation work permit. So a lot of students who do a 2 year diploma, they usually are eligible to get a 3 year post graduation work permit. If they do a 1 year certificate, they usually couple it, stack it with another 1 year certificate. So then they get a 2 year education and then they can get a 3 year work permit. So that is there. If a student is coming with their spouse and they're on a study visa, their spouse can also apply for an open work permit. So that's another big advantage, that their spouse can work while they're going to school. And their children, if they're doing the certificate and diploma program with us, and a lot of the public schools here in Edmonton, their children can get free education also. So there are a lot of benefits of work, while they come. I think the additional advantage, the last thing I'll add is that in Canada, again, if you're coming from a perspective that I want to settle in Canada, then it's also important to know which province you're going, because every province have their own immigration policy. And Alberta is considered one of the favorable province in terms of immigration. It's also considered as the most affordable province in Canada, because the taxes here in Alberta is the lowest, only 5% tax, and it also has a very affordable cost of living. So it's a very affordable destination. The quality of education in Alberta is great. It's the third largest economy in Canada. So there are a lot of job opportunities in health, retail, and wholesale trade. There are a lot of jobs in oil and gas, a lot of jobs in social work, technology sector. So it's a very, very diverse economy, and it's one of the province which have the highest GDP growth. So again, in simple language, highest GDP growth means there's a lot of job creation happening. A lot of new jobs are coming in this economy. So that's some of the attractive things about Alberta.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you so much for that. And it's also great to know that students can work while studying and also apply for the postgraduate work permit after to study and stay in Canada. So that's a great opportunity for you guys. So there's a question here asking about the high school programs that you mentioned before. So it's saying, how can I join to the high school programs? So like, yes, he wants to know more about that.
So again, our high school courses are not traditional high school. Like it's not like you'll be studying with young high school going students. So it's mainly for those students who don't meet our admission requirements. But yes, anyone can do those. It's not restricted that only those students can do it who have not met our admission requirement. But it's not a traditional high school. But Northwest College offer high school courses, and we are even recognized to offer high school diploma also if you complete some of our courses and all that. So if you are coming from a perspective that I want to do some high school courses to get into one of our programs, then yes, I would highly encourage you to apply to our academic upgrading. But if you want to come to a very traditional high school where you will study with high school going students, age students, then it's not a traditional high school. So it's more like a college preparation high school courses that students can do through that. But yes, you have the option to do it online. We do have a lot of students who are already in the grade 12 in their home country. They do some of our high school courses online from their home country, and they transition then into our program. So that is a possibility because it's a very flexible program. You can study online, come and study in person. So the way it works for you, you can make it work.
Yeah, that's great. And so we were talking about the employment also and like part-time jobs and all of that. Do you offer any career services that would help students find these kind of jobs?
Yeah, so we have what we call Work Integrated Learning and Career Education Center. So now in Canada, the concept is that, yeah, of course, we'll not find the job for the student, but we'll prepare students so they are able to search jobs by themselves. We'll make sure that they're able to write their resume and cover letter because a lot of the jobs are dependent on how you present yourself. So the first thing you get a call for a job is looking at your resume and looking at your cover letter. So that's one that we invest heavily on. And the second thing is that you need to know how to approach an interview. So we also heavily focus on that. And I already mentioned the third thing is to do networking with the employers. You should know what kind of employers you should aim for in this field of study. So through our practicums and through also our career advising, we advise you what are the job searching techniques, what are the employers, leading employers in that field of study, so that you can definitely. So there is a lot of one-on-one career advising that that is available. So there's a lot of that support, and we give that support for free, even 6 months after student graduate from our programs.
Yeah, that's really great. And talking about the services and all the help that you guys offer, Alicia is also asking concerning the international students, will you cover the visa fees?
No, we don't cover the visa fees. So in Canada's visa process, the institutions do not cover the visa fees. So the thing that the student has to do when they're applying to any college in Canada, not just Northwest, I think the rules are the same, which is like they have to apply, they have to pay application fee. In our case, it's $150. They get into the program and then they get the letter of acceptance from us. Once they get a letter of acceptance, then they apply for the visa. And when they apply for the visa, they have to pay their visa fee. And this is something not unique to Northwest. This is how the Canadian visa process works.
Mhm. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. So we did talk a little bit about the destination, but that was really interesting. So maybe you can talk a little bit more about the cost of living, or even just like again the student life in Edmonton.
Sure. So I think one thing that the Edmonton is really attractive to the student is the cost of living, because when a student is applying to Canada to study, the cost of tuition fees relatively in public colleges are very similar. So I think where you can look to save some money is going to a destination which is more affordable. So if I'm comparing to cost of living in Edmonton and I'm comparing to Toronto and Vancouver, so cost of living in Edmonton is 50% less than in Toronto and Vancouver. So if you're looking for an apartment in downtown Edmonton, I'll give you a very rough estimate. You can find an apartment for $700 to $800, a nice apartment, and you can get even a two-bedroom nice apartment for 1,000 Canadian dollars. So if you compare that with Toronto, that's pretty much like 50% less than what you're paying in those cities. So that's one big advantage. Also, the I would say the living in Edmonton is it's a very safe city. It's a very green city, and Alberta is also home to Rocky Mountains. So if you like skiing in mountains, if you like wildlife, if you like mountainous terrain, then Alberta is a great scenic place. So there are a lot of things to do outside. It's not a place like plain fields. No, there's a lot of, I would say, the topography of Alberta is very interesting. So you can go in the mountains, which is only like 2 hours away from Edmonton. You can go into the mountains. So there are a lot of things to do here. So the quality of life here in Edmonton and Alberta is great, and it's a very cost-effective lifestyle. So I think that definitely adds to that attractiveness. And it's a very diverse city. So 35% population of the Edmonton city is immigrants, people who were not born in Canada, like people like me. I was an immigrant to Canada Now I'm a Canadian citizen. So people who came to Canada and made Canada their home, so they make 35% population. And it's a very diverse community. We have a lot of Asian people, people from Europe, from Africa, from Middle East. So it's a very, very mixed community.
Yeah, that's really great. It's really great to hear about Edmonton and the city life. But also, can we also talk a little bit more about the Northwest College campus? So, can you describe the feeling of being there? Is it large? Is it a small building? Is it usually busy? How are the classes there? Just to give the students an idea of the social environment.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for touching on that. So our campus, we have two campuses, but I'm going to mainly focus our campus, which is in downtown Edmonton. We do have another regional campus in another city called Wetaskiwin, but we don't have international student on that campus. So I'm going to mainly focus. I'm just mentioning these two campuses because if you go on our website, you'll find the information about two campuses. But I'm mainly talking about the downtown campus. So downtown in the North America is mostly the central part of the city. So our campus is in the downtown, and the way Edmonton is, is built, Edmonton is the really center of the city, and the whole city is built around it. And the if you want to commute to any part, of the city to the central of the city, it's a very easy because we have a train system here, we have a bus system here. So commuting is very easy because it's very centrally located campus. So that's one which is very advantageous. The other one is all of the businesses in the city, the main companies are located in the downtown. So students get a feel of that. We have Edmonton, downtown business organization, which is very well connected with the campus. So they also student gets a feel of that. Now, attending campus, I would say classrooms. So we have more like a downtown campus, with high-rise buildings that we have. So from the campus, I would say it's small classrooms. So that is always the focus of the college. So our maximum class size is between 35 to 45 students. So you get that personalized attention that you're looking for. And also right now, in this COVID situation, our program delivery are very flexible. So we offer in-person delivery of the program. Sometimes we live stream that programs also, or those classes, which mean if a student cannot come to the campus, they can still, attend those classes online, sitting from their home. If for some reason they are sick, so there is that flexibility in I would say, in the campus. So it's a very vibrant, I would say, campus. I can go on and on again, but again, I'll probably stop here. And I would say, yeah, you can go on our website. There are some virtual tours, which will give you a very good idea of how the campus looks like, and the feel and the environment of it.
Yeah, I actually agree. We actually have a video here that we can show the students, showing the virtual tour of Northwest College. So let's watch that together.
Hey everyone, welcome to Northwest College. My name is Jillian and I'm so excited to show you around today for our virtual campus tour. Since this is virtual, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Let's look around. The Singmar Center for Learning opened in the fall of 2017. It's a really special, beautiful building. It's LEED certified. There's tons of classrooms, health labs, the simulation center, variety of different student services, learner center. The Singmar Center is the place to be on campus. So we are now here on the main floor of the Singmar Center for Learning in the atrium. Find our 1,000 Women Child Care Center, as well as our Students Association office. Is that okay? I love the classrooms in our Singmar Center for Learning. As like a full suite of technology services. They all have smart boards that are also whiteboards. Gone are the days of chalkboards. Yeah, and they're just big and airy, and you can even social distance in here. Here on the 4th floor of the Civic Employees Legacy Tower, we have some science labs. So we have students from our Arts and Science program studying in there, as well as some of our upgrading students taking science courses. I hope to see you in one of these Northwest classrooms soon. This is the Learner Center. It includes a variety of different services for students, including the library, computer commons, assistive technology, and our tutorial and academic coaching services.
To read and Julian?
Oh, chemistry, a molecular approach.
I am not a science gal.
All I've been reading lately is like baby books because I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, let's head up to the 4th floor and check out some labs. This is one of the nursing labs that we have on campus. This is where our practical nurse and healthcare aid students get to practice their skills and get hands-on experience to prepare them to enter the workforce. This is one of our training mannequins. I like to call him Jerry. Jerry is receiving excellent care here at Norquest College. Hey, follow me.
The Olson Simulation Center is a simulation facility where we have mannequins and they do all sorts of cool things. So they bleed and they pee and they have pulses and they talk and they cough and they do all sorts of neat bodily functions. And our students will come here to learn in a real-life simulated hospital setting and practice their communication skills and make mistakes in a safe spot and be able to reflect and remediate in a safe place so they can take those lessons out into the workforce.
Hey, y'all. So I'm here on the 3rd floor of our Singmar Center for Learning in one of the various study and relax spaces that we have on campus. So there's spaces like this, the shared learning commons, on every floor of this building, as well as areas in our neighboring building, the Civic Employees Legacy Tower, including our huge cafeteria where you can hang out, gather with friends, do some required reading, and grab a Timmy's as well. All right, we are now here in our beautiful Indigenous Student Center on campus, specifically in our ceremonial space. So I'm gonna allow you to meet some of the team and they're gonna introduce you to what they have going on here. Here you go, Connor.
My name's Connor Kerr. I'm the manager of our Indigenous Relations and Supports team and all this beautiful space in here, which we have with all the staff to support you in everything that comes across.
Hi, I'm Jaylene. I'm the Indigenous Student Advisor at Norquest College. So in my role, I'm here to support students in any way that they need, from admissions to schedule building, and to make appointments we can do virtual, phone, or just through email.
Hi, my name is Elliot Young. We do have a lot of services online. The first is the Indigenous Student Advisor. Our knowledge keepers, being George Desjardins and Dolores Cardinal, they are available to meet with you online.
My name is George Desjardins, and my role here at the Indigenous Student Center is I'm a cultural advisor. Part of my job is providing cultural supports to our students, our staff, and also within the families of our students. Here you go, Dolores.
Hi. My name is Dolores Cardinal. I'm from Goodfish Lake. I'm the knowledge keeper. I'm here to empower them, help them enjoy their school, and just getting used to Edmonton. And that's my biggest job here, cultural support.
Okay, I am in the Civic Employees Legacy Tower, and on the main floor of this building, you're going to find a variety of different student services and supports that you can access. This includes our Office of the Registrar, who's responsible for admissions, enrollment, financial payments. We also have Client Services, who advises prospective students on programs, delivery modes, fees, referrals for funding, and the admission process. You'll also find our Student Navigators, who are going to be your go-to person from the time of application to graduation. You'll also find our International Student Office, where advisors and recruiters support international students. And then finally, you'll find my office, the Student Recruitment Office, and we work with prospective students, helping them choose programs and guiding them through the application process. Oh, I love Norquest! Woo!
Yeah, that was truly very beautiful and exciting to watch. Like, it's such an exciting and fun way to learn. And I think the students agree as well. Alicia is saying that I can smell the beautiful atmosphere from here. So I want you guys also to tell us, the rest of you, like, what did you think about the campus? How did you feel watching it? Because I was excited. I really felt like I wanted to be there at this moment. So that was very exciting. So now that we know how the campus looks, I'm sure many of you are excited to know how to apply and actually be there. So the next question is, what does the admission process for international students look like?
Yeah, so I think the admission process is that we have all our applications for international students done through the Apply Alberta. So this is one of the central application system through which students apply to any institutions in Alberta. And again, student can reach out to us after this this video, and our again contact information is international.recruitment@northwest.ca. We can guide them about step to step process. We also have weekly check-in on our recruitment team who connect on a weekly basis every Thursday from 12 to 1 Edmonton time, and they can guide them step to step process. But I think there are three main steps that students need to understand. One is that they need to know where to go and apply, so that the key, I think the application system, as I mentioned, is Apply Alberta. You can Google it, applyalberta.ca. So that's a key system. And students also need to understand the admission requirement of the program, whether they meet the admission requirement, and they are publicly published on each and every program. So they have to make sure whether they meet the English language requirement or academic requirement or not. If they don't meet it, that's fine. They still have the option to get into the program through the bridging program. So those are the pathway programs. And that's how the students can definitely get into those programs. And the other things are mainly to understand the deadlines when to apply. So usually our programs are open 11 months in advance. So right now we are accepting application for fall 2022 and even winter 2023. And we highly encourage students to apply early because all of the things that are going on in the world, and the visa processing times a little bit longer right now. To get a study visa, it takes 3 to 4 months to get a visa. So we recommend students to apply early. And I think the application fee, I think some students were asking in the chat, what is the application fee? So our application fee is $150. Once the students get an offer letter, then they have to pay $1,000 in advance. In terms of tuition fee, they're paying in advance to confirm their seat. And that's pretty much it. And then they apply for the visa. When they arrive in Canada or in Edmonton, then they pay the rest of the fee, and they pay semester by semester. And we do have scholarship options as well. We have entry level scholarships for some students. We have ongoing scholarships as well. But again, there is nothing called 100% scholarship. The scholarships mainly in Canadian colleges and universities covers probably 5 to 10% of the tuition fee. Again, but most of our scholarship is academic based. So students need to have really good academics. If they do have, then yes, there's a lot of chance that they can get and apply for scholarship. And we give around, $300,000 in scholarships, both through international and the college-wide scholarship. So there are options for students to get scholarship if they're great academically performing students. And we do have entrance scholarships as well for some students who come with a great academic excellence from their previous education.
Yeah, that's great. A lot of the students were actually asking about the scholarship opportunities. So thank you for answering that. And as we were talking about the requirements before, there's a question from Alicia asking, how do you apply to your programs? Some colleges require IELTS, but here in South Africa, we don't do IELTS. Can I still be eligible to apply to your program?
Yeah, so there's a lot of countries which we call IELTS recognized countries, which means students from those countries can apply without IELTS. We consider them English speaking countries. So South Africa is one. I have a few other examples just to mention. So in Africa, we have countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania. So a lot of these countries, if you are from, you don't have to write an IELTS exam. Even if you're applying for a nursing program, you can apply without an IELTS. because we consider those countries. In Asia, we do have countries like Philippines, and then also for certain programs, we even allow students from India also to apply without an IELTS to get admission. So yes, we have a long list of countries. If you are from one of those countries, yes, you can apply without an IELTS because English is your main language in your country for medium of instruction.
That's great. And we also have a question related to programs. So from Salami is asking, I finished my bachelor's in microbiology and I'm looking to study pathophysiology. Is it advisable to apply at Norquist?
So pathology, if you're looking for pathology, again, if I'm trying to understand your question correctly, no, we do not have pathology. So pathology is probably maybe you have to look for okay, thank you for posting the question. So no, we do not have that program, but I do, again, students who come with BSc microbiology, they're applying for our environmental protection technology program. We have a lot of students who are applying for that program with that particular background. But the field you're looking for, no, we do not offer that.
All right, perfect. So can you give the students just an idea about the tuition fee average?
Sure. So the tuition fee, the average, again, it varies from program to program. And the amount I'm going to tell you that will not only just include tuition fee, because this is all inclusive price. This includes tuition fee, health insurance, dental insurance, bus pass, non-instructional fee, pretty much everything that student have to pay except food, accommodation, and books. So the range is between 15,000 Canadian dollar per year to around $21,000 per year. It varies from program to program. So our nursing programs are, I would say, on the scale of 21, 22,000 per year. And some of our community study programs like early learning and childcare, child and youth care, they are more around 16,000. And then business is in the middle. So it varies again from program to program. But again, students have to pay the tuition fee term by term, which is pretty much, you can say, semester by semester, so they don't have to pay in one go.
All right, perfect. And when's the deadline for students to apply?
So the deadline, so as I mentioned, we open our application 11 months in advance. So right now, student can apply for fall 2022 and January 2023, and they can apply until 2 months before the start of the term. But right now, due to visa delays, we are recommending student to apply at least 6 months prior to the start of the intake, so they give enough time themselves to get visa in time.
That's perfect. And guys, keep your questions coming because we do have a couple more minutes before the live is over. So there's a question from Tessa saying, I am finishing my major degree in energy engineering. Am I eligible for the energy management program?
Yes, it's a good match. Pretty much a lot of the students who are applying for energy management program, they come with bachelors in mechanical engineering, bachelors in energy, I would say biochemical, biopetroleum, from that particular field. So yes, you can definitely apply. And we do have seats available right now for September 2022 intake. So you can apply right now.
Perfect. And Alicia is asking again about the work while studying. So is it possible to work while studying at the college?
Yeah, it is possible to study if you are studying in our certificate 2 year diploma program. Yes, you can work part time while you're studying, which is 20 hours a week. In your breaks, you can work full time. And then also, once you complete those programs, you can work after that on a postgrad work permit.
Perfect. Thank you. And Salami is saying, I will require assistance with my applications as the platform is requesting for a driving license, which I do not have.
Okay, so Salami, you're probably mentioning about Apply Alberta. Sometime when you're going through the application process, it may ask it, but you don't need to provide the driver's license. If it's asking it and you're stuck, you cannot go further. I think the best way is you sign out of the Apply Alberta platform, you sign back in, and then the system will probably let you override that step, and then you can go to the next step. But if you have any issues, Salami, you can connect, you can go to our website And then you can register for our webinar that we do every Thursday from 12 to 1. You can connect there and you can ask any question you want from our recruiters.
That's great. And also, there's a question. I think we mentioned before. Could you please tell me if there is a pre-studying English course, or should I have IELTS passed and pass some other inter exams?
Yeah, so again, we do accept a lot variety of, I would say, English test. So we first of all, we do accept Duolingo for pretty much all our programs except nursing and pharmacy. We accept Duolingo. So Duolingo is one. You can do that. You can also do PT Academic. You can do even TOEFL IBT home based, which is an online test you can do. So Duolingo and TOEFL IBT home based edition you can do online from your own home. You can definitely write IELTS. Our IELTS requirement vary from program to program. Like for business program, we need IELTS 6 with no one less than 5.5. We also have Duolingo for that. And for some of our programs, we need 6.5 with no one less than 6. And for nursing, yes, we need a little bit higher IELTS score. But we also accept Duolingo as well in pretty much most of our programs as an other alternative exam.
Great, thank you. So that was it from my side. Actually, my questions are done. So, guys, if you have more questions, we have like a minute or two to ask your questions. But if you didn't get a chance to ask your question today, or if we didn't pick it because there was just so many questions, you still can contact Saurabh, and we're going to provide the information on screen. Do not hesitate to get in touch, to contact, and to get all your questions answered. So, thank you so much, sir, for answering all the students' questions, for being here, and for giving us the amazing information and knowledge. Would you like to give the students just any last words of advice for them to study abroad and pursue this dream?
Yeah, sure. I would say I'll give every student two advice. I think the first is whatever program you're picking, make sure that that is the right fit for you, because the program you're choosing is very critical. So even if you're picking any program with the Northwest, you can reach out to us if you want to know more about the career opportunities, you want to know more about what you're going to study. So I would say do spend a little bit more time on researching the program and getting more information about it. And I would say second thing is in this time and because there are a lot of uncertainties, a lot of things happening in the world right now. So because of that, apply early. So you give yourself enough time to go through the process, because visa process takes time, the admission process takes time, and you have to travel to the destination that take time. So apply early. Those are the two main things. And then reach out to us. Always reach out to the institution. So our email is here, international.recruitment@norquest.ca. Reach out to us, and we are here to give you as much information as we can.
Perfect. That was such a great advice. Thank you for that. And thank you so much for joining us today. And we really hope to see you here again at the Student World Talks.
Okay, thank you. Take care,
Thanks.
everybody. Bye.
So, guys, that was it for today. I really hope that you guys benefited a lot and that you loved this episode just as much as I did, because I felt like we got a lot of amazing and unique information that are really interesting and helpful for studying abroad. So, as you guys already know, we provided the information on screen. If your questions weren't answered, you can still get in touch. But other than that, I want to remind you guys that we have an Instagram page, the Student World, and the username is provided also on screen. We always post there updates. We always post there about universities, anything related to studying abroad, to help give you guys information and knowledge and just guide you towards your dream to accomplish your goals. So follow us there, talk to us, send us a direct message, and keep contacting us to get closer to your dream. So also, I want to remind you guys that we will have this live every Tuesday. So I would be really happy to see you here with in other lives as well, because I like engaging with you guys and knowing more about you. And once again, thank you so much for joining the Student World Talks, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you and goodbye.